Welcome to Hollywood Bulletin, where untold truths from television's golden age come to life. Tonight, we uncover the story behind Audrey Meadows, the beloved actress who stood beside Jackie Gleason on The Honeymooners and kept a powerful secret for over 30 years. For decades, she smiled for cameras, praised Gleason in interviews, and protected the show's magic. But in 1994, just 2 years before her death, Meadows finally revealed the darker reality behind the laughs. Gleason, the face of comedic genius, was unpredictable and moody, refusing to rehearse and often icing out co-stars in silence. It was a pressure cooker environment, and Audrey carried the weight of it quietly for decades. Her story began far from the limelight in Wuchang, China, where she was born on February 8, 1922. Raised by American missionaries amid revolution and cultural upheaval, Audrey's first language was Mandarin. When her family returned to the U.S. in 1927, she had to relearn English and adjust to life in Rhode Island. Her elder sister, Jayne Meadows, would later become a Hollywood star, but Audrey was no less ambitious. She debuted as a soprano at Carnegie Hall at 16, then performed in musicals across the country. Jayne eventually saw Audrey's comedic potential and pushed her toward acting. That led her to Broadway's Top Banana in 1951, a breakout role that showcased her timing, resilience, and stage chops alongside Phil Silvers in 350 performances. From there, Audrey's career gained speed. She appeared on NBC's Bob and Ray show, mastering fast-paced, chaotic skits with little rehearsal. Her adaptability and sharp instincts caught Jackie Gleason's attention, though he initially rejected her for being too glamorous to play the working-class Alice Cramden. Audrey proved him wrong. She removed all glamour, posed for a plain photo, and mailed it in. Gleason saw the image and shouted, "That's Alice." He didn't even realize it was the same woman he had rejected. Thus began one of TV's most iconic partnerships, though not without tension. Behind the scenes, The Honeymooners was anything but harmonious. The original Alice, Pert Kelton, had been blacklisted due to her husband's political associations, despite never voting herself. Audrey stepped into a role defined by silent censorship and had to transform herself completely down to posture and speech to embody Alice. But once on set, she discovered Gleason's rigid process: no rehearsals, no second takes, just live taping in front of millions. Mistakes were met not with anger, but with cold silence. Gleason froze people out, creating an atmosphere where everyone walked on eggshells. Audrey learned to navigate it with quiet strength, even rehearsing in her dressing room to avoid triggering him. Despite the behind-the-scenes tension, the chemistry between Ralph and Alice seemed real. Every episode ended with Gleason's iconic "Baby, you're the greatest" line, followed by what looked like a kiss. But Audrey later revealed that Gleason never actually kissed her. The camera angles and gestures were cleverly staged to give the illusion. Her own aunt believed the affection was real until Audrey gently corrected her. It was just another way Audrey protected the illusion fans loved. But Audrey wasn't just smart on screen, she was savvy in business. Thanks to her lawyer brother, Edward, she was the only cast member with a residuals clause in her contract. That one line earned her millions in rerun royalties, while others, like Joyce Randolph, got nothing. Her foresight made her a trailblazer. Outside of acting, she joined the board of the First National Bank of Denver and advised Continental Airlines, even designing uniforms and lounges long before it was normal for women to hold those roles. In her personal life, Audrey experienced love and loss. She first married real estate mogul Randolph Rouse, but the marriage ended quickly. Her second husband, Robert Six, president of Continental Airlines, supported her shift away from acting. They remained together until his death in 1986. Her telegram to Gleason on her wedding day, "Dear Ralph, I'm becoming a bigamist today," was a nod to their fictional marriage and real-life friendship. Despite Gleason's difficult nature, Audrey stayed close to him. She never aired grievances publicly, choosing grace and loyalty over scandal. It wasn't until her later years that she opened up. Gleason, she admitted, was a genius but also a tyrant. His moods dictated the tone on set, and his unpredictability made every day a gamble. Still, Audrey never lashed out. She told her story with honesty, not bitterness. When Gleason was dying in 1987, she called him. His wife placed the phone to his ear and said, "Jackie, it's Audrey. It's your Alice." Audrey told him she loved him, thanked him for her career, and Gleason, almost unable to speak, responded clearly, "I knew what I was doing." It was his final gift. After his death, she was asked to speak at his funeral in character as Alice. She refused, calling it one of the worst ideas she'd ever heard. Gleason, she believed, belonged to television, frozen in time. She attended, quietly preserving the dignity of what they'd created. In 1996, Audrey passed away from lung cancer just days before her 74th birthday. True to form, she kept her illness private. No headlines, no spectacle, just quiet courage. But before her death, she wrote a memoir, Love, Alice, My Life as a Honeymooner. It captured not just the joy but the heartbreak, the chaos, and the brilliance of her time with Gleason, Carney, Randolph, and live TV. It became her lasting voice, her truth told in her own words. Audrey Meadows didn't ask for applause. She gave us something better: honesty, humor, and grace. She endured the pressure, held her head high, and left behind a story that still resonates today. If this powerful look at Audrey's journey moved you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another deep dive into television's most unforgettable legends.